Welcome to the California Afterschool Network presentation of California's After-School Landscape. Using data acquired from the California Department of Education, this presentation illustrates the implementation of the largest state-funded expansion of after-school services in the nation's history. We'll do this by illustrating the rollout of Proposition 49 and the After-School Education and Safety, or ACES, program, and then present the current statewide picture of state and federal funding. The journey began in 1999, when California began funding after-school programs with a $50 million investment. Here you'll notice that each new school with after-school funding will begin in orange and fade to yellow. Schools with continuing funding are represented in yellow. With each new cohort of state-funded after-school programs, the investment grew. In 2002, California was investing $120 million into statewide after-school programs. Represented on this map are school sites that in 2002 were not receiving state or federal funding for after-school programs. At this time, there were some schools receiving federal funding that are not represented on this map. In November of 2002, California voters passed Proposition 49, the After-School Education and Safety, or ACES program, which mandated that $550 million each year be made available for the kindergarten through 9th grade after-school programs. These funds would be released only after the state had achieved a financial trigger, making the release of these funds feasible. Between 2003 and 2005, the financial trigger necessary to release the additional $430 million had not been achieved, and there was no expansion of state-funded after-school programs. Meanwhile, anticipating the financial trigger for the After-School Education and Safety program, individuals from the Governor's Office, the California Department of Education, foundations, consulting groups, school districts, regional leads from county offices of education, after-school providers, and child and youth advocacy groups were gathering to discuss how Proposition 49, the ACES program, would be implemented. In 2005, Senator Tom Torlakson authored Senate Bill 638. This bill allowed easier access to Proposition 49 funds by allowing for direct grants instead of a reimbursement system, reducing a 50% grant match for programs to a 33.3% grant match, and increasing the daily per-pupil rate from $5 to $7.50, while at the same time raising the grant caps to allow existing programs to serve the same amount of students. In September of 2006, Governor Schwarzenegger signed SB 638 into law. And in 2006 and 2007, California hit its financial trigger, releasing the additional $430 million to fund new after-school programs. As of August 2007, over 3,800 schools are receiving ACES funding. California also receives federal funding to administer the 21st Century Community Learning Centers program. Shown in orange and fading to yellow, you will now see the over 600 elementary and middle schools in California with 21st century grants. Now shown in orange are the federally funded after-school safety and enrichment for teens, or ASSETS programs, operating in approximately 190 high schools in California. As is apparent, California has seen a major increase in after-school opportunities for children and youth statewide. There are, however, still many schools that are not currently receiving state or federal funding for after-school. The demand for after-school programs in California is still great. During the latest application process, approximately 1,900 schools requesting almost $200 million in ACES program funding were denied. Additionally, in the Cohort 4 grant competition, more than 600 elementary, middle, and high schools requesting over $100 million were denied for the 21st Century Community Learning Centers program. California's after-school funding landscape has changed dramatically since this journey began in 1999. The graphs seen here illustrate the growth of state and federal funds for statewide after-school programs. While funding has increased significantly, there is still an unmet need. The California Department of Education, the California After-School Network, along with many other individuals and groups, continue to advocate that after-school funding be increased to meet the demand shown by California's parents and students. For more information on California's after-school landscape and to connect to valuable after-school resources, visit the California After-School Network website at www.afterschoolnetwork.org.